Hi, I'm Roz Carter. I'm an author, a book coach, and an editor. And today I'm tackling a subject that I see affecting a lot of new writers, and that's dialogue and how to write dialogue so it doesn't sound like it belongs in a bad movie. You know what I'm talking about. Those lines that you'll read that a character would never actually say in real life. By the end of this video, I will give you practical techniques for how to make your dialogue sound like it's authentic, it's engaging, and it has a purpose in your manuscript. Let's get started. Have you ever read a piece of dialogue that starts off like this? You know, Sarah, we've been sisters for 27 years, and because our father, who is a wealthy businessman in this part of the town, has his retirement party next week, we should both go. Okay. You know, and I know that we have all read books that have dialogue that sounds like this. And we both know it's terrible. It's the as you know, Bob dialogue. That's what I'll call it, right? It's info dumping. It's characters telling one another things that they already know. This doesn't happen in real life and it shouldn't happen in your manuscript either. So, how do you fix that? Well, first, one of the characters can know things, but they shouldn't tell things to another character that also knows the same things. You have to have a character that is genuinely asking questions, not just, spewing a lot of dialogue that doesn't make sense. You also can show information through actions, through context. You can also show information through the dialogue where there's some natural tension about what's being discussed. And here's like an example of that. Imagine, one character says, Dad called again about last next Saturday. I told you I wasn't going. Well, you have to. Why? After what he said last Christmas? See how that's different? These two characters know something about what's going on. It's up to you as the writer to put the information that they need, the reader needs either before or after the bit of dialogue, not shove it all in that piece of dialogue. Do you see the difference? There's some tension now because there's a problem. We know there's a problem between the relationship between one of these characters and the father. And so that creates intrigue so that the reader keeps writing, keeps reading. Another problem that I see is when all of the characters sound exactly alike. And a way to know that this is not how your characters should sound on the page is to actually listen to people that you know in your life. Even when we are around people in our friend circle or our family circle or even in professional settings, while we might and even regional, we might have certain words or phrases that we all say that make us part of various circles. But not everyone sounds exactly the same. Not everyone speaks in the same length sentences. Not everyone speaks in the same pace, right? You'll have people in your life that speak very quickly. Even let's say if you're in a place where people in general talk slowly, people move. There might be reasons why someone speaks quickly where other people don't. If you don't have those sorts of distinctions between your characters, it becomes very boring for the reader because everything is flat. Okay, there are no hills and valleys.